Hey everybody, welcome to Great East Space. I'm here to talk to you about getting started on SoRare. A lot of really important things that you need to do right at the start to make sure you set yourself up for success. I didn't do some of these things I didn't know I should have, and now I've put myself a little bit behind the curve. So I just want to share my learnings with you so that hopefully you can really set yourself up for success here. Pretty easy things, just about awareness really, making sure that you're doing them. So the first thing is use a referral link. I'll put mine in the description in case you don't know anybody on the platform, but if you do know someone else that you like, a friend, maybe a creator that you're a big fan of, feel free to use theirs. The way that works is after you make 5 purchases on the auction platform, which I'll show you a bit later, you get a free card and the referrer. So if you use my referral link, I would get a free card, another creator, they would get the free card, and it's a rare card. So I'll get into kind of the scarcity, but essentially there's 3 categories. There's rare, there's super rare, and there's unique. Rare being the most common, and what that allows you to do is essentially have a card to help kind of build your collection off of. They can be really expensive. A lot of cards, are going for, 100 euros and up. So I'm based here in the United States, Nashville, Tennessee, with my wife and 4 dogs, but the SoRare platform is headquartered in Paris, and so a lot of the terminology is European, and also it's based on the blockchain. So getting into kind of the crypto side of things a little bit, but so you'll hear us talk about Ethereum. Sorry, a little bit new to it myself, but it's Ethereum, and essentially that's just a crypto blockchain that kind of the platform is based off of, but that can get a little complicated, so I don't think I understand it well enough myself to dive too far down that rabbit hole. So the good news is you don't need to, right? You keep it pretty simple and straightforward. Everything you do, you can do with a credit card, and really easy to hop on here and get started playing some fun fantasy soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, proper football. So anyways, you'll use a referral code, you'll get on, and then it'll take you'll set up your account. Really easy to do that, takes maybe a minute, and then it'll take you to a point where you choose your favorite teams. So they've got some really good controls in place to help make sure people only have one account. So unfortunately I can't kind of walk you through that again from scratch, but it does have this here, right? So you set up your club, and then you compose your team. So what this looks like is essentially it shows you all the different clubs that are registered on SoRare that they have the licensing for, and you're going to go through and you're going to pick out, it's just to pick out 3 of your favorite clubs. Another thing that I wasn't really aware of, so all of mine are European clubs. I picked Liverpool, Bayern, and Chelsea. I could have done a lot worse. I think the most important things to know when you're doing this is going to be the players that you start with. So they give you 10 cards to start with, and then you earn a couple more by doing some of the tasks that they give you just when you're starting out. But essentially, right, you want to pick good clubs as your favorite clubs because that's going to make up a lot of your team. So Liverpool, Byron did pretty well there. Ended up with Lewandowski, had Allison, which is really important. Goalkeepers, we'll get into that in a second. Goalkeepers are a really important position. But anyways, so pick 3 clubs that have some strong players. If you like the club, even better. And then from there, you'll get these cards to kind of start your team with. And then I've already entered my first tournament this week, but let's go into the next week's tournament, which is open now. So it runs from March 5th to March 9th. So this is what you'll look like, the kind of screen you'll come to. You're going to join the rookie league. So there's different kinds of divisions and leagues that you can place into. And the nice thing here, right, it kind of helps build this for you. But you'll look at your goalies, right? And then if you hit this toggle here where it says stats view, this shows you how they performed in their last 5 matches, what their score was. So Allison's average score is 33. This is a scale of 1 to 100. So anyways, we'll put him in there. He's my only option. And then if I look at, let's see if I can remove these actually. Well, that's not the right button. But I want to, yeah, let's trash this lineup so we can start from scratch. See if that did the trick. Did not. But now it's telling me my team's been deleted, so that's what I wanted to see. There we go, no team registered. So this is the first blank screen you'll come to. So we'll select a goalie. Let's just see everybody that I have. So I've got one other goalie, but he's in my training this week because he didn't have any games that I wanted to play him for. Then we'll look at our defenders. So what defenders do I have available? I can play Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool, Andy Robertson, and Giorgio Chiellini I've got in training. So little note there, I'm just learning this as well. If you throw them in trainings, it books them up for the whole week, so you can't use them for either game period. So trainings can be a little bit tricky, and maybe it's best off not to throw your players in there right away. But anyway, so we'll still have my same team that I had from the last week's game. So we'll go ahead and fill these players in, and over here, right, I'm just going across. You need a goalie, a defender, a midfielder, a forward, and then you got one extra that can be defender, midfielder, or forward. So we'll go ahead and plug my line up there. So captain. So you select a captain, and that player is going to get a 20% bonus. My captain has to be a rare card, though. I don't have a rare card, so we're going to continue without a captain. Confirm that. So rare cards, like I mentioned, right? That's part of the beauty of the referral is it helps you collect those, which can be kind of expensive. So now we've got my team entered in the Rookie League. So that's set, and when this rolls around March 5th at 8 a.m., that'll lock, and we will have this team entered for the Rookie League. So the way the Rookie League works, right, is you get 8 weeks, essentially, when you first start. You can enter into the Rookie League. It's essentially just a way to help new managers, which is what they call, people coming onto the platform, managers, be able to have a little bit of a more level playing field when they first start, hopefully win some rewards. So then they've got all these other different divisions that you can enter into as you, get a little bit further on in your SoRare collecting. But let me just kind of show you this because it's pretty cool, right? So this is the prize pool. So for the Rookie League, there's 6,000 people participating in it this week. If you win it, you get a Tier 1 rare. So the tiers just mean, different levels of players. Tier 1 being obviously better than Tier 2, better than Tier 3, etc. And then you have star players, which, the best, the Kylian Mbappe's, the, whoever that might be, that really is kind of the next level of player. Robert Lewandowski, for example, right? So those are the different kind of rewards you can win. And then really exciting thing is once you get out of the Rookie League, so if you look at kind of Global All-Stars, which is just the biggest tournament, and you go up to Division 1, which is the best, you can win, if you win this whole league, which right now there's only 11 people registered, right? But it takes a pretty expensive roster to be able to get in this. You can win a star super rare player and €1,200. So really big payout there, which is exciting, right? Because you think about kind of fantasy sports, there's an upfront investment, and then as you build your team and you grow and you get better, you win some sort of reward. So it really adds to kind of the practicality of investing in these NFTs, which is what SoRare is, right? It's built on the blockchain. It's these digital assets that you own. So as you invest in and you get these cards, the really exciting thing is you can actually win real rewards that, you could reinvest to, buy new cards, which can help you win more games. Or you can pull it out, and right, you can do a lot with $1,200 or €1,200. So really exciting kind of the opportunities with this. So that's kind of the playing structure. And I'll say it's pretty intuitive, right? It probably took me 15 minutes playing around on here to get that set. And there isn't a whole lot that you really need to be concerned about there. One thing I forgot to mention that I will jump to, so SoRare Scout is a great resource, and they have something called their season planner. As you're registering your teams, picking your favorite teams, I would use this tool just to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. So another thing I didn't do, luckily I think I'm going to be okay. But as you can see, a lot of these teams, their season's ending. So this is essentially a calendar, right? April, May, June. So by the end of June, almost all of these European leagues aren't going to be playing. So if you're registering, seeing this video, maybe it's May, middle of May, you should be aware of that, and maybe you diversify your favorite teams a little bit, and you pick somebody in the Asian leagues, so Korea, Japan, China, or the USA, right? The MLS kicks off 17th of April. So maybe you throw one of your favorite teams in those leagues, just so that you're diversified, and you make sure some of the players that you get are actually going to be able to compete for your full 8 weeks that you're available to compete in the rookie league. So that's something I think is important to note kind of as you're setting this up, because obviously you want to be able to compete in the rookie league and take advantage of those 8 weeks that they give you against lower competition. So I set my lineup. We're going to confirm all just to make sure that's good to go. I'll show you a little bit of the other functionality of the site, but for the most part, that's kind of what you need to know to get started. So if you hop over here to the homepage, it'll kind of give you a little preview of everything. So these are the newest signings. So the way that they auction off players is they put them up on a pure auction platform. So you know what you're buying. It's not like you're buying a pack of cards and you might get lucky. Everybody has the same opportunity to bid on the same cards. So as you can see, they can get kind of pricey. I'm going to have another video coming out where I talk about ways to find value cards, right? Maybe get a little bit of a discount, find something a little bit cheaper. But this is a very open, transparent platform, which is, I think, a good thing. You can also buy bundles, so maybe you have a little bit of a bigger budget. You're just looking to kind of jump in and, really kickstart things. This is a great way to go. So Liverpool might be your favorite team, right? You can get a Sadio Mane card, a Curtis Jones, Van Dijk, Fabinho, maybe Real Madrid, right? You got Ferland Mendy up there, Eden Hazard, Casemiro. So really good ways to kind of build the base of your collection. Maybe you don't have that big of a budget though. So then you can come down here to the transfer market. This is interesting because it's essentially the secondary market, right? So if I have a card that maybe I don't like or don't need, I might have 3 cards, right? And I want to sell all those and level up to a better card. I can come down here to the transfer market and I can sell my cards to anybody else on the platform. And it's really just, again, open market. Everybody can see what's available. You can, do buy now, or you can come in here and you can make I guess I can't click that. But you can come in, you can make an offer as well. So maybe you don't think it's worth the full 94 euros, but maybe it's worth, 85 euro to you. So at that point, come here and you can send the offer. And then they have the opportunity to accept or reject it. So pretty straightforward. They've done a really good job building this platform. Super intuitive. So I've enjoyed, learning my way around it. I think, there's a lot of opportunity here as they continue to grow and expand. It's relatively new, both the technology, right, the blockchain technology itself, as well as the SoRare platform. So it's constantly changing. I've only been on for about a week now, but I've really enjoyed it, and I think, there's great things ahead of it. So thanks for sticking around. If you like SoRare and you like this content, I promise I'll get a little bit better as I continue making it. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to make a lot of content around scouting players, something that, is kind of intimidating when you look at these prices, right? But the thing is, once you get into kind of these other leagues, right, looking at Korea League, looking at Japanese League, there's actually some value to be had. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of look into that and share what I find, because I've got a lot more time than I've got budget right now. So I feel like I can, create a resource that helps other people be able to find some opportunity and get involved in this game, because I think it's going to be, around for a while, and I'm pretty excited about it. So